Well, I'm finally done. I know it's real windy out here, but I got to finish this video up. I'm on the second day of shooting this video. It is super hot. Of course, I waited to the hottest part of the day. We had to go to my grandson's soccer game this morning, and it messed me up. But this is the second day of this video. My fire went out because we had a hard rain last night, but we got it done. We got all the vines picked up. We got the vineyard pruned, and it was a chore. I mean, it took us the whole month of February to prune, so I think next year we'll start about a week early. It was just me and my daughter pruning all these things, and my gosh, it took forever because everything's mature and these plants are getting bigger, and it's just a lot more pruning to do, which made a lot more on the ground in order for us to get up. But next year there will be some young folks out here that I will hire because we got to thinking about that. I actually had my UPS driver come by and said, where's your help at? I was out here pulling these vines yesterday, and I said, I'm by myself. I said, well, usually my grandson helps, but he couldn't make it today or yesterday, so I just, I had to get him up. But he said, hey, he got some friends. I said, yeah. So next year there will be some young folks out here. Mason, all his buddies, we're going to hire them to get out here, and I may start teaching some of them how to prune. Because it's just a lot. I mean, there's 269 plants in this vineyard, and they're 20 foot long each plant. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I wanted to show you guys. There's pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 on the fire pit. So just a lot of vines, and they are heavy. I'll move them with the tractor as we burn them. Oh, there's another one I didn't see. So we had I had 2 loads on that 16-foot trailer that came out of the small vineyard, and the second load I was so tired I couldn't even get them off. It took me forever to get all them vines off, so I said, I'm not using that trailer. I'm just going to drag them all down, pile them up, and I'll use the tractor to slide them, because they slide real easy. Slide them onto the fire, and we'll burn them up. I know everybody says, why don't you make muscadine wreaths and all that stuff? I don't have time for all that. I grow grapes, and I got to work. I ain't got time for any other hobbies. So if anybody wants any muscadine vines, it'll be a while before I burn them. Hit me up. You're more than welcome to have all you want. Well, on the next video, I promise, on the next video, it will be about our weed control. I've never done a weed control video because there's so much controversy in this spraying method, spraying anything. We're not an organic grower. We're not organic. We fertilize a lot, 8 times a year. And I do use weed control because the weeds are a huge competition for my plants, especially the younger plants. If you have younger plants, really, really control your weeds. As they get more mature, 3 or 4 years old, you really don't have to fool with it as much. My brother grows grapes, nowhere near as many as mine, but he's got his own little vineyard, and he don't like spraying for weeds. So now he does spray for bugs, which we do too, because the Japanese beetles will eat you out. But he don't spray for weeds, and he gets as many grapes as I get every year. He does everything I do except for spray for weeds. But I'll tell you guys on the next video 2 different methods of how to control your weeds, and also things that people want to do that you shouldn't do. But I'll let you guys know about all that on the next video. Thought we'd cruise over here and close this video out, checking on the girls and see if they're laying eggs. We have been getting eggs. It's been awesome. Finally, for the last couple of weeks, we've been getting 5 or 6. I think my biggest day, I had 7 one day. But we've been getting eggs every day, which has been fantastic. Got a little olive egger and a little brown egg. I did put some on the incubator. My neighbor down the road, he's getting tons of eggs. He's got way more chickens than I got. I put 50 on the incubator. I put 7 or 8 of mine, and then I put about whatever left, 43 of his on the incubator. So the eggs are coming. Super happy about spring. Look at our pear tree. Our pear tree's blooming. We should have a lot of pears this year. We got froze out last year. We had tons of pears on the pear trees last year, and we had a late frost that come in and wiped everything out. Our plum trees too, they were really blooming really nice a week or so ago. But we should have tons of pears this year, and plums, hopefully, and the blueberries are looking good. But spring is in the air. The time has changed, so I can finally get out in the evening and do some stuff. Ooh, we got some eggs today. Got 1 in there, nothing. 2 in there, 3 in there, 2, 4. Well, let's see, what was that? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my best day. Nice, best day so far. 8. I'll take that. Got the little green eggs. I love those. But I've been seeing on Facebook, everybody's getting eggs. And I kept thinking, why am I not getting any eggs? And then all of a sudden, they just turned on. They just like a light switch, they turned on. Let's go check the quail. We've been getting quail eggs too, 2 or 3 a day. And my granddaughter loves them. I've been saving them up. She came and grabbed a whole bunch of them the other day to take home. She likes to eat them with honey mustard sauce. Let's see what these jokers are doing. They don't like to lay until in the evenings. They're different than quail are different than chickens. They really don't like to lay until in the evening, and they've been laying in here. They've been laying in here, and I don't see any. Let's see. I don't see any on the ground. Check under here. There we go. There's 3. I'll take them. Lunch. I like to eat them. See, they're crowing now, so you know they're laying. There's number 2. Go, buddy. Yeah, it won't be long. We'll be hatching out a bunch of these guys because I want some more quail. I got another pen that got 8 out last year, and I want some more quail. I would like to double my egg production this year and then start hatching out a lot of meat. There's something got in this pen last year and eat them all out. Eat every one of them out of there. All right, well, just a short little video. Us getting our spring fever on over here. We got the muscadines cleaned up. Like I said, the next video, I promise, I'm going to do a weed control video. Because as you can see, we have 2 different methods of weed control. We spray, and we have the black felt down, that weed barrier fabric. We had that years and years and years ago that was left over when my son-in-law was here, and he helped me put it down just because we had some extra. And my gosh, if you just got a small little row, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, if you got a small little row of muscadines, weed fabric is the way to go. It's been great. We've had it on there. Those first 2 rows are like 7 or 8 years old, and we put them on there the first year, and they're still hanging tough. They're just doing great. No weeds whatsoever. So if you're trying to go organic, or organic as possible, weed fabric, that stuff works great. But we're just too big. We're way too big to use any kind of stuff like that. It's just a lot cheaper and a lot quicker and easier to spray. But I'll show you all that next week. I'm super excited about the progression we're having on the muscadines. The pruning's over. The dragging the vines out of the vineyard is over. And the reason I drag them out, if you guys are wondering, the reason I drag them out is because we cut the vineyard with a little 0-turn lawnmower, and them weeds are so tough, I'm scared they'll get wrapped up in the blades and tear up my lawnmower, and I'm almost positive they will. You can't hardly tear them apart, so I'm just scared the lawnmower might get tore up. And so I just get the bulk out. I don't try to get every single vine. I just grab the bulk of the stuff out and get it out, and then I do cut over the rest. But thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. I really, really appreciate it. And we love you guys to death. I hope you pruned your muscadines. You still have time to get out there and prune them. I'm trying to think what else. It won't be long. Be ready to start fertilizing your muscadines. April 1st is when we start fertilizing, for you guys that are wondering. 10-10-10 or triple 13, whichever you want to use. I use 10-10-10. So be ready for that. April 1st, we'll start fertilizing, and the muscadines are ready to go. You shouldn't have to worry about a late frost like we do with everything else. They're like the last thing to break bud on our farm, so you really don't have to worry about it. Muscadines are a no-brainer.